Hello everyone. Welcome to another day. Today we have YARA rules. YARA mean one. Today's video is from Ginger Hacker and Gamuchirai. Very nice. So I already have put the machine to start. And yeah, so what is going on today? So McSkidy sent some stuff to the blue team. And now the blue team has to create a YARA rule that runs on the directory containing the images. So what we will learn today? We will learn basic concepts of YARA, where and when to use it, different types, how to write, and practically detect malicious indicators using YARA. So yeah, if you haven't yet, start the machine and let's go into it. What is YARA? It is a tool built to identify and classify malware by searching for unique patterns. So why has McSkidy chosen this tool for this mission? So YARA is this great detective helper. It helps us identify malware or malicious behavior based on patterns and the behavior itself. It's great because you can customize it to your own set of rules. So in your eyes, what constitutes as malicious behavior? And the great thing is that there are many YARA rules that you can use from other blue teams. In what situations might you use this? Well, in post-incident analysis, threat hunting, intelligence-based scans, and memory analysis. What advantages does YARA bring to your team? Well, speed, flexibility, control, shareability, and visibility. I guess that from just one word you can get most of the meaning because we already talked about what YARA is in general. So now that we have all this information, and I hope that you read this better than me, I'm just saying this so that we can go into the exercise and try and do it because I'm a learner by doing. What are the elements of a YARA rule? We have the metadata, which is mostly about who created it, when, and the purpose. Then we have strings, which is what we want YARA to search for. It can be text, byte sequences, or regular expressions. And the conditions, which is the logic that decides when the rule triggers. We have here an example. We have the metadata, we have the strings, we also have here a regular expression, and we have the condition. So any of these strings. And yeah, they explain exactly that here. So on the strings field, what can we put? We can have text strings, like Christmas. We can say how those strings should be read. In this case, no case. So it's case insensitive strings. Wide ASCII. So instead of limiting it to a certain type of characters, you can widen the search. So XOR strings, if you want to read more about XOR, you can just open this. And yeah, what this change basically does is it automatically checks all possible single byte XOR variants of a string. In this case, we tell it to search for malar all XOR variations and base64 strings. YARA decodes the content and searches for the original pattern. So if SOCMAS is base64, he decodes it. Well, it looks like we can also put hexadecimal strings, which is basically this, and you can decode it with a decoder, and regular expressions. If you don't know about regular expressions, this is a very complex topic, but there is also a lot of content about this that you can check. Yeah, and we also have the final field for a YARA rule, which is conditions. And conditions could be matching a single string, so like this, and this is defined on the strings, so it's like a variable. You need to say this means this, and then you can reference it here. You can put any of them, all of them, so contrary to any of them, if only one is true, it activates. In this case, all of them need to be true to activate. And we can also use logical operators, so you can do 1 or 2 and not this. So either one of these if they are not this one. And yeah, there is a lot about logical operators also. Take a look at them if you need to, it's okay. And we can also take a look at file size, entry point, or hashes. So yeah, so now let's go into this study case. Yeah, so they know that the Malar Kingdom uses a Trojan known as iced ID to steal credentials from system, and based on that, they create a YARA rule to detect this. So they know that the header has this MZ string. They also identify this malicious binary fragment, which is this, and malar. And they are also sure that the condition is that all of these need to be true, and the file size needs to be less than 10 megabytes. And so they executed the YARA rule, and they got a match. And yeah, so here is the challenge. So we need to search for TBFC, followed by an ASCII alphanumeric keyword across this folder. So let's first get acclimated with the environment. Let's see what's going on here. So yeah, so we have a bunch of images here. Yeah, so let's use this small editor to create a rule. So we can use this as a placeholder for what we have. Can delete all of this. So I did a little bit of digging into a regex that accepts all the alphanumeric values, and I got to this one. So yeah, so we got the correct answer for this. So we can put this here. So let me double check how they do this. Yeah, so it's just like this. And we want it to match uppercase, at least that's what I think. So we will leave this like this because we want this to run all of them. Now let's hope it formatted correctly, and let's try and use YARA, TBFC, YARA, and a dot. Oh, we need the S flag, I think. S, okay, nothing happened. So let's use the manual. It's the other way around. Yeah, so we can use the C flag to get the count of matches, and the rest, it should be working. So why isn't it working? Maybe it's the folder that I made that it's not correct. See? Aha, okay. But he identified that it doesn't have nothing. So maybe it's our rule that is wrong. Okay, so I wasn't getting there, and I saw the video to see what was the correct regex expression, and this was the one. So like I was telling, regex as a lot say. So yeah, so be careful with it. Just one thing wrong can cause the rule not to find anything. So yeah, so now let's see how many images we have. So we have 5 images, and now we need to see the image, what does McSkidy tell us, and we should probably see the images that have the TBFC thing. So we probably need to use the flag to print the strings themselves. Yeah, so it's here. Okay, so it's find me in OPSEC island, and voila! Well, it's finished. So today was a little bit scrappy. I needed to check what was going on on a video. So as you can see, I'm not foolproof also. Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. I'm lying. Most of the times I don't know what I'm doing. But it's part of the game. Most of the times you are not sure what is going on. And that's cool. Just go and see other people that can have a clue of what's going on. So yeah, so that's the lesson. I see you tomorrow. Bye bye.